Hey guys, I'm actually starting on time for a change. This is Jessica with, of course, Crossword Reviews and also Read Book Club. So I got bored today. And after seeing a friend of mine who is part of the book club decide to sit down and do a review post or review video, which I really actually do like hers. Hers is by Karen, I think it's Karen Reads. Let's see if I can find the link over here that she posted earlier through our lovely stuff here. I will toss this on the YouTube if you guys want to go check it out. Video. I really liked it, so it was awesome. And it said it failed to post. That's weird. What's going on? Check out this video. Okay, there, it worked that time, so it's on there. So first and foremost, there will be a giveaway with this. So it's for some awesome swag from an awesome book author who actually lives here in Florida, and she's amazing. So it's definitely something to look out for. It's open to everybody since it's swag. Most of the giveaways that we have are international, so whoop. All right, so what is this video about? This video is about the stuff that I read last month that I just diehard loved. So I've got this lovely setup here because I'm actually sitting on the floor, so this came in handy. So as you can see, there's actually more on here than what I've actually read last month. These here are actually for via the book club this month. I just wanted to bring that to you guys' attention. We will be reading these 3 books, and right now, if you go to Twitter at Read Book Club, you can actually sign up to win a paperback copy of Cruel Crown, because apparently I want a copy, so I don't need 2 copies. So I thought, well, that's perfect. So, you get to win a copy. This is a Walmart copy, so it doesn't have all the cool extra stuff in it that is in the one from Target. So if you want extras, grab the one from Target. I don't know which one I want, so I won't know yet. And currently, this is what I am reading via last week or 2 weeks ago, my TBR list that I haven't picked up yet because I ended up picking up this series instead to finish it out because I met the authors over the weekend, which you can see all those photos and videos that I made. Also here, we did an interview as well as on my Facebook page. And I will be adding them to Pinterest here sometime today in my schedule. Okay, so to start off, we'll start with these. This is the Dune series. Grab these here. Book 4 is out in August of this year. I almost said this month. So it's going to be a 4-book series. And the first one is Dune, and all of these are set up in dual points of view between McKenna and Veronica, and they are beyond amazing. Amazing. I stayed up last night and I finished Shades of Dune, and although it wasn't my favorite book of this series, it was pretty awesome. They have done so well creating this world that I guess was based on an old musical play called Brigadoon, I think is what they had stated, and just made this fantastical world of characters and magic and all this stuff. So book 1 starts out with them graduating high school, and Veronica, who is on the cover, she breaks up with her boyfriend because he cheated on her, and she's in her car, and all of a sudden she sees this Scottish guy in a kilt, and he's telling her, you know, not to cry with a lovely Scottish accent. And she kind of freaks out a little bit and thinks she's going slightly crazy, but then she just plays it off as her imagination because her best BFF friend, McKenna, is actually taking her to Scotland for the summer. So this is an amazing series. Most of the time for series, I will love one character in the point of view and then hate the other. But in this series, I love both of them. Both of them are just so well-rounded and amazing that I can't have a favorite. In Dune Part 1, Veronica is my favorite, of course. In Destined for Dune, it's McKenna, which kind of works out because most of this is a Veronica book, this is a McKenna book, so that really kind of fixes it. And then in this one, I don't know. I'm kind of torn between both of them in this one, as well as Jamie. So I don't know. I don't know about this one. This was not my favorite of the series, but this was definitely my favorite of the series. I love this book. This one ends on a cliffhanger. You think everybody's dying. Don't worry. It's still amazing. Still read it. It's awesome. This one picks up shortly after book 1 finished. And trying to remember. This one deals with this stuff called limbus, or zombie fungus, that is now attempting to take over Dune. This one deals with, well, one thing I can't talk about because it would be a spoiler from book 1. So I won't tell you, but a certain somebody shows up in our world to grab somebody else who ran away, and she thinks that he's a mirage, and that just kind of broke my heart. This one made me cry. Lots and lots of stuff going on. Very emotional, but very awesome. All right, and then book 3 deals with the girls. I think it's on the flap, so I guess I can talk about it. That they're watching a tournament of the guys recreating some, I guess some conflict that had happened years ago, and they actually get chucked out of Dune and get tossed back into Alloway, Scotland. And I just dropped the book, and they're not exactly sure why or what's going on, and that basically goes on and off in this book. And then this one, the way that it ends, this book is definitely darker than the first 2, and they stated at the interview signing on Saturday that book 4 is going to be even darker, and it's called Forever Dune, which I really love that title. So book 4 is going to be even darker than this one. This one gets very dark. I know in my review that it will post this Saturday. I know I had stated about that I was very happy that, you know, they didn't shy away from killing people off, basically, and because a lot of authors don't do that, and they didn't shy away from a lot of the upper teen and upper, you know, adult stuff that most teen authors do. So it's a definite awesome series to check out. If you love Outlander, definitely check this book out. I know that that's one of the main things that I always toss on my reviews for them, that this is like Outlander for teen, and it really, really, really is. Sorry, my phone was like going crazy over here. If you checked out the Twitter, you will know for cross reviews there are 2 retweet and follow posts on there. One is to win a pre-order of Lady Midnight, and one is for a pre-order of either The Winner's Kiss or Burning Glass. There will be 3 winners for that one. The grand prize winner will win a pre-order of the book of their choosing out of those 2, and 2 other winners will win swag. It will not be swag from those books, unless by some miracle I get some. Just so you know, it'll just be swag. All right, so the next book on my list that I read last month was The Wrath and the Dawn. This one, and actually also An Ember in the Ashes up here, they were both part of my TBR, Take Control of My TBR Challenge meme that posts every Friday. This week I'll actually be reading Cinder, so I'm going to be binge reading Alive, then read Cinder, and then go back into my normal stuff that I need to still read, that's staring at me over here in front of me. But this one is based on the tale of 1001 Nights, and it is amazing. I thought to begin with that I was going to hate it. I didn't think I was going to like it at all. This has been sitting here, I think, since it came out. I think this was one of the books that I had gotten on pre-order for like maybe $8 or $9. So I grabbed it, and I just fell in love with it. I finished this in like, I think, a day and a half. And it's very, very fantastical, very like storybook telling type thing, because of course she tells the stories just like in 1001 Nights. what is up with the king in this? I really loved how they played that out, how the author did that, and the world that she has created with everything, and just this book is just so beautiful. Let's see. Just like the girl in this goes into the marriage with this king, and she knows that she's going to die the following day, and she's basically there to avenge her friend's death and the death of all the other girls that have died before her. So she's going into the situation thinking that she's going to be able to basically assassinate the king and not survive. One way or the other, she's going to die. And it just kind of goes from there. This book also made me cry in two particular parts. One I won't mention. Actually, I won't mention either of them because they're basically spoilers. But this was an amazing book. It also ends on a cliffhanger. So book 2, I think, of this one comes out in May. I'm very excited. It's blue. It looks gorgeous. So pretty. Cannot wait to read it. So if you want to read this one now, you should be perfectly fine about waiting for the next, 3 months? Yeah, 3 months. So this book was amazing. Definitely pick it up. No love triangles in any of these, by the way. None. Zippo. Nada. All right. So this one, Number in the Ashes. This one, we're back to dual point of view. And this one is actually one of the reviews that Karen just did that she showed me the link to it. Oh, why? Oh, somebody wanted to know why I was on the floor. I actually had a couch in here that I was normally doing all my stuff on, but I was trying to move stuff around because I had a dresser over here that the computer was sitting on, and then this bookshelf was over there that you, of course, can't even see. But I decided to take the couch out of here just to free up some space so I could move around a little bit more in here. So we had throw pillows for the floor, but I'm not exactly sure what happened to them. So I'm sitting on a blanket and a pillow from the bed. It works. This is actually kind of comfortable. I mean, surprisingly, I've got something to lean up against. It's not as bad as what I thought it was going to be. But back to Number in the Ashes. This one deals with 2 points of view. One is about the girl that, for life of me, I can't remember what her name is. I guess it's Lila, L-A-I-A, Lila, Leah. We'll just call her Lila. I am horrible with pronunciations. But anyway, her house is raided in the middle of the night, and her family is killed by these people called masks, which is their, I guess, kind of like their police within this world. And she and her family are part of the, I think there's called the Scholars. I think that's right. But her brother gets kidnapped, and she runs away and gets lost and finds the people called the Resistance. And in order for them to help her get her brother out of jail, basically, and being tortured before he's murdered, she has to become a spy in the commandant's, I think it was the commandant's. So horrible at this. A spy for them. And so the commandant. So she goes and becomes a spy, and she gets tortured throughout like almost the entire book. Bad things happen to her. And she finds out all this stuff about the Resistance may not be who she thinks they are, and she doesn't know exactly who to trust. And then the other half of the POVs are about Ellis, and he is actually one of the masks, but he doesn't want to be a mask. He thinks that what they are doing is wrong, and he has devised a plan to completely run away. And these other people that I don't remember what they're called, but they've been around for generations. I'm guessing they're some type of immortal or something. I think it's what they go on to it. I read this in the beginning of January, so I'm doing this from memory. But they basically tell him that they know his plan, and if he decides to desert, they won't stop him. And he ends up deciding to stay. I know I'm giving you kind of guys some of this book, but he decides to stay and gets thrown into this trial because they're going to choose the new emperor. And through all of those, the first half of the book deals with the two people in two completely different areas. Then they merge kind of into one where you have Lila's chapters and then Ellis's, and they're more like entangled within each other. And there's tons of the ones where, you know, he's getting racked through the coals because he's trying to help her because he's not supposed to care and all this stuff, because they conquered Lila's people like ages ago, I guess. But it's an awesome, amazing debut. I'm actually really excited that I loved this book because I've had this one again forever, and I actually got it signed last year at GeekyCon. So I was going really, really scared that I was going to hate it. So I'm really happy that I didn't. So it's definitely another one to pick up. I was like, these people are really doing really well with some of these debut novels. They are just hitting it out of the park. Like, seriously. I know there was another debut that I read a while back ago, and for the life of me, I can't remember what it is, but it was beyond amazing. So the next one on my list is The Clockwork Princess. This was last month's reading challenge, which I have not completed. I completed the one in December for the House of Night series, and now I'm kind of dead in the water. With these books especially, because they are ginormous, it is so hard. And then everybody got sick in January twice. The 5-year-old is still sick. I'm finally getting over my brain is efficiently working again. But if you have not read the Mortal Instruments series, start with these first. Start with the Infernal Devices series first, because these are beyond amazing. You can really tell that, you know, when she started out with City of Bones, she was, you know, a new author for Cassandra Clare and stuff. And then when you go into these, they're mind blown. This is definitely my favorite book of this entire series as of yet. I haven't done City of Fallen Angels, City of Lost Souls, or City of Heavenly Fire, and the only reason I remember all those titles is because they're right there. But this is definitely my favorite. These books give you so much more information about the world of the Shadowhunters versus the City of Bones books. The only thing that will probably confuse you if you do read these first is the epilogue in this, because it deals with going into, I think, 2007. I think let's see. Oh, 2008. That she's in London on Blackfriars Bridge in 2008. So that's probably the only thing that might confuse you a little bit is the last book, because this one is, if you get the first edition, this is the collector's first edition on it, which this I really loved once I figured out who everybody was. It gives you the genealogy for the family tree, so you know who everybody is. So for most of the people out there who've read this, you know now, according to this, because I don't remember her being mentioned in book 1 or 2 of the City of Bones from the Mortal Instruments series. I may be wrong. If somebody knows if Tessa is mentioned in those, please let me know where, so I will look out for it. But Tessa Gray is the great grandmother of Jace Wayland, which is awesome. And that I thought was amazing. Now, of course, also this is going to tell you for Lady Midnight that Emma Cartwright, or Carstairs, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but she's also on this right here, and that's what the Lady Midnight series is about. I think the series of the Dark Artifices. Yeah, it's on my phone. Oh. No, that is not an actual phone case of it. This is just printed out, cut out, and then tossed in the back of my see-through phone. Definitely the awesomest phone case out there. But she is the, what is it, great granddaughter of wherever the Cartwrights started, Carstairs or whoever, wherever they started. because this cuts off before that. But she's also mentioned, though. And so is Isabel and Alex. They're over here. So it's definitely an awesome thing to have. I wish if there's like one that goes all the way back, that it has like all the genealogy, because this says the extended family tree. I'm not sure if there is one, but if there is, somebody let me know, because that's awesome. But there's that one. Definitely a series to check out if you haven't done so. Let's see. Yes, Karen. She actually commented. You've never heard of Clockwork Princess? That is book 3 in the Infernal Devices series. Book 1 is Clockwork Angel, then Clockwork Prince, then Clockwork Princess. And they were amazing. Amazing. Full tears, ugly crying, happy, the whole 9 yards. You will feel all of the emotions in that series. All right. The next one is Daughter of Smoke and Bone. This is one that we had as our book club. I think it was the beginning of last year, and I didn't get around to it because I think everybody got sick again or stuff was happening, but I finally got around to reading it, and I was completely blown away. This is one that deals with 2 parallel universes type thing. Kind of has the aspect of heaven and hell, even though that's not actually what it is. But it's kind of, you find out that's kind of like where we had taken that concept from. So it's very interesting. Very involved. It deals with a girl that, again, I don't remember what anybody's names are in this. Let's see. Karu. So it deals with Karu, that she is the adopted daughter to this demon guy or creature that creates wishes. And she goes and finds him teeth, and basically she's kind of like his transporter, basically, because of course he can't go out. She looks like human, so it's awesome. And she makes all these different wishes throughout the entire book. And she's in art school. She's basically kind of like a normal teenager. And it goes along and deals with that these black handprints are showing up on the doors to the portals that she goes through. And I know she gets beat the crap out of. I don't remember who beats her up, but she ends up back into the portal, and the people, of course, took care of her. And she is recovering there, and she notices that nobody's around. And there's this door that's always behind, basically her father figure, and she decides to go snoop. And stuff really kind of blows up from there, and she finds out stuff that she was never supposed to know. And I think she finds out who she actually is in this, but I don't remember. It's an amazing series. I have the rest of them actually as well that I will be hopefully doing sometime soon. I know if you want to pick this series up, try Books A Million. That's where I got these from. I actually think I got all of these from there. They have them on the clearance shelf. You'll pay like maybe $4 or $5 for them. So very, very inexpensive. Very thick book though. And the last one on my list is Truth Witch, which of course is a new release. This one was awesome. I know a lot of these, you'll get these beautiful covers and then the book will suck. Fabulously though, this one was not one of them. This one is another one in dual points of view. I really loved how this one gives you like the Ember and the Ashes, where you kind of got 2 separate stories that merge, that converge and then split. This one is very, very involved. I do kind of wish they would have come up with, that the author would have come up with a different name for all the different wishes, because, you know, Weather Witch, Truth Witch, you know, Void Witch, all of that, you know, saying witch a couple hundred times in one book, that gets kind of gets kind of tedious after a very short while. So that's the only complaint that I had in this one. The rest of it was amazing. I cannot wait for book 2 and the rest of the series, which of course I have to wait for like a year for. But this is definitely an awesome book. It deals with 2 girls that they are in the Witchlands, and see, I have the audiobook of this, and for the life of me, I can't remember how you pronounce her name, but I'll just call her Safi. I shorten most of these people's names in this because they're so long. But she is a truth witch that if anybody finds out what she is, she'll basically be sold to the highest bidder because, of course, her power is she knows if you're telling the truth or not. And Izulet, I think that's how you pronounce her name. She is a thread witch who can see invisible ties that bind and entangle the lives around her, but she can't see the threads of other thread witches. I don't remember that part because that's in I think really early on where she goes back to see her mom. I don't remember. I sped through this book pretty fast. I will probably put it back onto my to be read list so I can take my time and go back through it. But it's an amazing book with a whole bunch of awesome characters. Some of it is very confusing. I know that one part where this specific thing is announced Safi's at this party, and I got very confused on what exactly was going on. I kind of figured it out, but it was slightly confusing, but it was still amazing. If you like witches, magic, new worlds, dual points of view, kick butt girl characters, definitely check it out. I actually think all of these have that. They're all females all the way down. But to talk about these really quick, Cruel Crown, of course, is the prequels to the Red Queen series, which is awesome. This has Queen Song, Steel Cars, and a sneak peek at Glass Sword, which I refuse to read. Glass Sword, I think, is out on the 9th. If you haven't, you can pre-order signed Barnes & Noble exclusive copies, of course, from Barnes & Noble. At the time that I did it, they were like $12.99. I know Amazon has just the normal editions for pre-order right now at the same price at $12.99, but I pre-ordered a signed edition. Signed, because that's where it is. The next one is Divergent, of course. The part 1 of book 3, Allegiant, is coming out here next month. Very excited to go see that. Really kind of bummed that they still split it up. But Divergent is an amazing series. Deals with, of course, factions, and it is all in the point of view of Triss. Prior, definitely awesome to pick up. It's dystopian. And then the next one, this is also a type of dystopian. Under the Never Sky deals with, I don't remember what her name is. Oh, Ara. She goes in, well, she gets kicked out of her world and gets tossed into what they call the death shop. So she gets tossed out of her enclosed city of Revere, where everything is, you know, like the beyond colorful, secluded, you know, they don't know what trees look like. I think, if I remember correctly, it's been a very long while since I've read this book. And she gets tossed into the normal world that's outside, and there's really horrendous thunderstorms and lightning storms, as you can see behind her, and it's just not a place you want to be, basically. And she has to learn to survive. And if I remember correctly, she's barefoot as well when they kick her out. This one, I think it's in 2 points of view. I don't remember. Let me flip through this really quick. Yes, it is. It's in 2 points of view, 1 boy, 1 girl. I think you pronounce his name as Peregrine. Peregrine. I have no idea. It's been forever. But this is awesome. This is a 3-book series for Under the Never Sky. What's the other one? It's up here. Through the Evernight and Into the Steel Blue. I actually still haven't read book 3 yet, so if I can get this one done fast enough, plus everything else I need to do this month, I might pick up the other 2 and read straight through them. For Divergent, I haven't read the 4 bind up as of yet, but we'll see how that goes. These are actually all signed. If you love Veronica Rossi, you can actually see her as well as the author of Truth Witch on the 24th of this month. Is that right? Let's see, where's February? Yes, the 24th of this month in Miami at the Coral Gables Books and Books. They will be there because she is celebrating the release of Writers, which I have coming, which will be up for giveaway probably sometime during the end of this month. All right, so for those who have watched, just make sure you comment on the YouTube channel here below me. Please comment there or on Goodreads, or not Goodreads, Google Plus, so I can reply to you, so you can give me your information to win your stuff. What you win is an awesome book, awesome little book sticker that says "Boys, They're Better in Books." This was from RainThomas.com. I'm thinking I got most of this stuff from events. The next one is a book plate for Amy Christine Parker, which is awesome. Everybody loves book plates. She actually wrote the Gated series, and this is actually 2 bookmarks. One is with the new cover, one is with the old cover. So this is the hardback, this is the paperback. This one is signed. I'm not sure why this one isn't, but this one's signed. So you'll get both of those, and then you also get 2 little postcard looking thingies with the new covers, and this is book 1 and this is book 2, and they have some really nice information on the back and stuff. So that is what you're going to win. I will more than likely toss some more extra swag in here that I have over here because I have an entire tote full. So swag, 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 and most of that swag is all signed. So if you guys have any other questions, pop them down below, and I'm going to go read this and put all this stuff away and get off the floor and probably go eat some lunch because it's like 12:30. And this didn't take as long as I thought it was going to. If you have any other books that you think that I should read, pop that down there below too. I'm always looking for suggestions.